Welcome to Love is Crafting.
Love is crafting.
I'm Stanton.
And I'm Tila.
And if you're new to our channel, thanks for checking us out. All you returning subscribers, thanks for your support.
Here on this channel, we like to take you through crafts and other DIY projects that are real, but not necessarily perfect because love isn't perfect.
We have a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but we need your help.
Will you please consider hitting the subscribe button? We post new videos every Saturday.
And in this video, we will be turning our Wi-Fi router into a work of art.
Sometimes the Wi-Fi router being out and about can be such an eyesore, but with this DIY, you'll be able to make it look like it's part of your decor.
Show your support for the channel by liking,
commenting,
and subscribing.
Love is crafting.
Love is crafting. Okay, so we have two routers, for different Wi-Fi networks. So what you'll need is your router. Doesn't matter how many you have. A binder. As you see, this is just a regular binder you get from the Dollar Tree or Walmart or whatever. You'll need some material. What we did, instead of going and buying some new materials, got this ACU that we are going to use for our material. First things first is, since we are reusing something that we already have, we have to cut this down into something that is manageable. So, good thing about ACUs, the back is flat and it's full, so that's where we're going to start. Okay, so as you see, we have our ACU pattern here. I cut off everything with the seam, including the bottom seam, so that way it's just a plain piece of fabric. Good thing is that, we made sure it fit the binder. So we are going to pretty much, the goal is to wrap the binder in this material to make it look like it is part of the material, We're gonna do it over and under. So let's get our hot glue gun ready, and we'll go to the next part. Okay, so we have our binder opened up. As you see, we don't have a whole lot of excess to work with. So we're gonna go pretty close to the edge. Okay, so as you see, once you got that first end glued down, remember this is the inside, so it doesn't have to look pretty. You want to go to the outside. Remember, when you are folding any kind of book, you'll need some excess to make sure it actually folds down. So instead of just doing it over, we are going to add a few different areas, right? So first area is on the outside cover here. So we're gonna pull it tight and place it down. This is usually when I get the reminder that hot glue is hot. Now, we're gonna fold a little area, about 1/8 of an inch to go over on this side, almost like a double fold there.
Why are we doing this?
This is so that when it opens, so the goal is to make it look like a book. And with a book, you don't have just a straight edge like that. It looks more detailed, So that's what we're doing. We're kind of adding some detail. Some embellishments. Okay, once that seam is set, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, except opposite. Throughout this whole time, I'm really adding pressure. Obviously you want to be careful because if you pull too much, it'll pull the glue from the other side, but you want to make sure that it looks somewhat tight, like it's actually bound. This time I'm just going to do the embellishment a little at a time. All right, embellishment is set. Now for the final portion, or no, actually, we need to glue this side onto the inside cover. All right, once that's set, now we'll do the inside cover on this side. All right, now do the excess from the top and the bottom. All right, so this is kind of what it looks like for the time being. These will make it so that your router go inside here. It almost looks like there's a book there. We're gonna complete the project and show you what it'll look like. Okay, from further looking at how we're gonna set this up, this is one of our Wi-Fi routers, right? This router probably isn't gonna work because all the cords are back here. So this is obviously too thick to fit in here. So if you're gonna do this at home, use this type of flat router. Has wires in the back. So from the back side, it'll look like this. So that way you still have access to all your routers. Obviously, you can't do that with this. So currently, it somewhat looks like a book, right? But we want to take this a step further. Now we have this bag, this tote bag, which we were doing for another project. And as you see, it's upside down, right? So we can't use it. Can't use it for that. But what we can do is make another use for it.
Now, while he's cutting that, if anyone is thinking, why do they have two routers? Well, one is to boost our cell phone signal. We don't get the best cell phone signal where we live, so it is a mobile cell phone signal booster router thing.
All right, now that we have a strip, if anybody can guess, we are going to glue this strip into here to make it almost look like pages is the goal. So let's start with one side. Okay, so now it looks somewhat like a book. Your router will go in this cubby here. Good thing is you only have to do one side of this because obviously the bottom side is on the ground, on the whatever surface you're on. So your router goes in like this, but from the front, just looks like a book. What you could do is print out some labels and write your Wi-Fi network and your password here, and that's another good option. We already have a solution for guests to know our Wi-Fi password and router name, so we don't need that, but That's also another good option. Although we can only fit one router behind this makeshift book, we are still really happy with the results. Remember, love is crafting.